The gun you're seeing today is available on the DAI Leisure website. Thank you for watching. Hello and welcome. We've got our Stoeger XM1 Scout in. We're going to put it through the JSB pellet test, which of course there's 5 pellets in the JSB ranges. First one out today we'll have the exact RS Diablo. They're the really light ones of the bunch, they're only 7.39 grains. Then we'll be going to the heavies, which are, if my memory serves me correctly, about 10.34 grain. Then we'll be going to the expresses, which is slightly a little bit heavier than the RSs, but they are the lighter pellet. They're 7.87 grain. And then we've got the standard exacts, which weigh in at 8.44 grains. You'll have to excuse me, I'm doing my best here, I've got the wrong glasses on for this. And then the Hades, which weigh about exactly the same as the exact Diablos, and I think they're again 8.44 grain. Now I'm going to do the full JSB range pellet test in the one card, and in the second card I'm going to do a random test from some other manufacturers of pellets. Now ideally we're going to come out after I've tried 10 types of pellet house with a good pellet that matches this gun. So how does it work? 23 metres away down there in our garden we've got 5 small targets on each card. I'm going to shoot 5 pellets from each of the brands into those 5 targets. The first card on the left with that 5 targets, and we'll have the exact range in. I'm going to put the 5 pellets from the exact range in, and then the second card I'm going to put in the random sets of manufacturers, and I'll be telling you which ones those are. But let's get underway. Let's get the JSB part of this test underway, and let's get this left side of the card done. Okay then, our first side of the card, top left corner, this is the RS's, 5 shots with those. Ooh, doesn't like those. Well, that's 5 of those. They've not grouped badly, but they didn't seem to suit the gun very well. We're swapping over now to the second type, which is top right on that first card, and this is the heavies. I don't even know where that went. Ah, it's top right corner of the second card it's hitting. Well, they group quite well even though they're in the wrong card. So I've tried a little bit of an alteration of the settings of the scope, which was set up ready to go. I'll load the second magazines with the second lot of our pellets in. Let's get it in, if it'll go in. Doesn't fancy it at the moment. There we go. Okay, these are the expresses into the centre target. Definitely too far spread about those, so they're not going to cut it. Okay then, we've got our 5 standard exacts now. Bottom left corner. Now they didn't group too badly in the end. They took a little bit of time to settle, but they didn't group too badly. Now then, the last ones that we have are the Hades, and I've run out of magazines, so I've got to hand load these, so just bear with me a few moments while we put these Hades together. Of course, loading this the magazine, you have to put one in backwards first, which is skirt first. Let that lock into place and then load your others. So always remember the one backwards skirt first and then you're away. Right, that is 5 of our Hades. Okay then, bottom right corner for the Hades, here we go. Besides the first one that was a flyer, they group lovely, so let's keep an eye on those with the Hades. They didn't do too badly at all. So that's the 5 of those done. I'll go and see which one I think out of the JSB range did the best in this gun. I think it's going to be between the Heavies and the Hades, which seem to group really well. And we'll try and see if we can find somebody to go up against it in a round of 10 from our other manufacturer's pellets, which we'll be putting together now. Okay, the second part of our test is pellets from other manufacturers. We're starting off with the Excite Hammer pellets. Then our second pellet will be the Barracuda 8. Then we're going to Air Arms Diablo Fields. Then we're going to QYS Pointed, and our last one will be the JTS Dead Centres. Obviously, it looks like at the moment that he's going to be up against the Hades out of the JSB range, so shall we carry on and see which one actually does really well in this? Load our magazine up. There we go. Okay then, these are the Excite pellets. These were donated to us from one of our sponsors, DAO Leisure. Let's see how these go. They're in the top left hand corner on the second card. Three together, the rest a little bit flyery. We'll try the Barracuda 8s, they're in the top right hand corner. They're grouping well. Yeah, they're grouping lovely. Yeah, 5 of those smack bang together, no problems at all with those. So, Barracuda 8, looking very, very good at the moment. Okay, then let's go to our next one. This is the Air Arms Diablo Fields, and our QYS Pointed in this magazine. So, Air Arms, here we go, middle target. Oh, he's gone high. Due to the spread on those, it's still looking like the Barracuda 8, but we'll go to the QYS Pointed, bottom left corner. A little bit too spread, I think. Our last one, and I've got to load the magazine for this one because, as I say, we've only got the 2 magazines. Our last one will be the JTSs, the dead centres. Now, as you know, we've done a lot of testing with these JTSs, and they do seem to come off rather well in test. They're the kind of pellet that seems to work with anything, which is great to see. There's 5 of those in. Let's get it loaded. Okay then, bottom right corner. Again, a fantastic grouping, but I don't think it beat the grouping of the Barracuda 8. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a 10-shot battle up against the Hades and the Barracuda 8s, which seem to come up out the mixed manufacturers the best of the Barracuda 8. So we'll give them a shot and let's set it up for a 10-shot shootout. Okay then, it's Hades against the Barracuda 8 in our 10-shot shootout. Hades will go first. Now, don't forget, we're not looking at bullseyes, we're looking at grouping, because neither of these pellets are tuned to this gun. So just look out for the best grouping. Hades to go first in our left-hand target. Here we go. When it's settled, they seem to group well. It's just that when they first started out, they were a little all over the place. Let's see whether the Barracuda 8s can get a closer setup now. The Barracuda 8s are in right-hand target, 10 shots. Here we go. I think the Barracuda 8s are our winner there. They obviously grouped a lot better than the other ones, the 80s, which were spread around. So the Barracuda 8s will be set up with this gun and taken through to its test and review. Obviously I'll tune the gun in now to the Barracuda 8s to make sure that it works perfectly before it goes into the test and review. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, it never really settled the gun. It is a little bit pellet fussy, but we have found one that does match it in the end, and that's the main thing. So I'll see you all in the next video very shortly. We'll be this gun's test and review. Let's hope it does well for us. See you there. Bye bye now.